Hey, Samantha, tell me one of your most memorable transactions in the past 20 years.
Oh Lord, my most memorable transaction.
Just one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had this house. It was a double wide manufactured home on almost 5 acres. It needed everything inside and had a good roof, but everything else, when I say it needed everything. I was just like, man, I'm never gonna sell this. This needs too. I'm never gonna sell it. Well, this couple called. They wanted to see it. So I'm like, okay. And showed it to them, and they loved it. And then I'm like, okay. And then they made an offer, of course, because it was listed for a little bit more. So we went and sat down. It was in White Springs, and we actually went and sat at the McDonald's in White Springs. And so I'm like, well, usually I don't want to call people in front of, I don't want to call buyers or sellers in front of the buyer or seller, So we were sitting there. So I went and called the seller, so I stepped away, called the seller, and I said, hey, yes, they made this offer, it's cash, this is their offer. And the seller said yes. So went back and sat down, and I said, well, congratulations. The seller said yes. I mean, if I had video back then, like we do now with so much video, I would have loved to have their reaction on camera because they were so excited. They're like, oh my gosh, this is better than HGTV, and watching it on, on TV when buyers get told that they got the home, they were just so happy for this house that I thought I'd never sell.
And I don't think people understand that, like, yes, real estate agents can make good money, but it's it's them moments that are worth more than anything because you help them
help them
what they were
get
looking
the home
for.
of their dreams.
And what about one of your crazy, like, you don't want to do that again memories?
Okay, well, there's several, but one of them, again, also this was back in the beginning of my career, and had a home. It was occupied, so when I went there and was talking with them, they were living there and they had dogs. That's fine. But then they moved out. The dogs moved out with them. Apparently, they really had a lot of fleas.
No.
And when the dogs moved out with them, now it's time to show the home, and I got a buyer that wanted to see it, so I went to show it.
Yeah.
I literally was covered
in my God, I'm itching. I
was covered in fleas. It was in the middle of the day. Yeah. That buyer didn't buy it because it was covered in fleas. Because nobody had lived there, and the dogs had moved. So now that all these fleas had populated in like the last week or two, they'd hatched out. Their eggs had hatched out in the carpets and stuff. Yeah. I was just like covered. I'm like, I apologize profusely to the buyers because I didn't know. Yeah. Because it wasn't like that when I was there before, and I don't even know if they bought anything from me at that point.
They were too busy scratching. The stories we could tell.
Oh, bit by a dog.
I've had that.
Stung by a wasp.
Snakes.
Almost. One property I had listed, I kid you not, there was like three snake incidences at that property. Walking, and this snake was just laying there minding his own business, and I come up and I spotted him and he spotted me, and he went that way and I went that way.
Yeah. Fun time.
Spiders. I hate spiders.
Oh, yeah.
I hate walking into spider webs because then you just can never get the cobwebs off.
And you pull every muscle trying to get them off.
You're just like, you walk it. So I'm always like, you're trying to watch for spiders and snakes at the same time. Yeah. And ticks. I don't like the ticks, especially summertime when it's the heat of the summer. And of course, somebody wants to see a river property. You're going to get covered in ticks. No matter what.
And you're sweating every place you can imagine. Every
exactly. So it's like, so it's not always
roses
and sunshine.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely has some perils that we face.
Well, happy 20-year anniversary.